Okay, so you guys remember the rainbow eye we did yesterday? I'm going to show you how I do it. We're going to use a brush. These are fun. Where'd it go? These are fun, but I'm not sure this is where I was at. So let's get started. I'm going to grab this Scott Barnes. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow. 63? Where did the number go? 61. Daggum number ran away. So I already did my clean canvas. I'm going to use the shade Fair. And first thing we're going to do is we're going to lay down a transition before anything. This is just going to help all those colors blend. So I'm going to grab this shade right here. This is the Mario matte palette. And I'm just going to start tapping this through here. Just kind of keep tapping back and forth. So we're going to lay this down first. Okay, so now we're going to take that same brush and I just kind of flip the side. We'll have the side that has the brown shadow and then we'll do this shade. And I'm just going to go ahead and press this on my brow bone. Kind of take it over this way, and now our crease and our brow bone are nice and set. All right, we're already getting started here. I'm excited. So we're going to use this palette again. I wanted to use the exact same palette. I'm going to grab this shade. This is a Mario E5, and we're going to tap it right here. But then I'm also going to grab some white eyeshadow because I felt like it needed lighten through here. So just kind of tap that back and forth. There we go. We're cooking now. Look how smooth that already is and how it's just kind of blending up in here. Hang on a second. Here comes Gene. This could end in tragedy. Why would I ever doubt him? He just went across my filthy vanity with such grace and poise. Look at those cheeks. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Were we doing makeup? I forgot. Okay, so in yesterday's video, we already went into this one, but honestly, to make sure it's not muddy, we need to really lightly transition it. We're going to use bright colors, but it's going to be a lot easier to fade. So then while you're here, I'm just going to go ahead and grab this darker blue, and then we can start to tap it through here. Just kind of take your time. And notice that we're still tapping, but we're able to really transition them all together. Okay, so in yesterday's video, we already went into this one, but honestly, to make sure it's not muddy, we need to really lightly transition it. We're going to use bright colors, but it's going to be a lot easier to fade. So then while you're here, I'm just going to go ahead and grab this darker blue, and then we can start to tap it through here. Just kind of take your time. And notice that we're still tapping, but we're able to really transition them all together. So now we're going to go into the green. I kind of tapped into this one, and honestly, I went meow, just like that, minus the Gene hair. And now we're going to start to tap that through here. All right, this is the coolest thing I've ever did. Dadgum did see. So then I went in with some yellow. Where are we at? Yeah, I was on to yellow, just double checking that. I actually went into these two. And then I just tapped that right into the green. Not quite over. And then once I have the pigment placed, I'll kind of wipe my brush because there's still quite a bit of yellow on there. And then I'll just kind of continue to tap that. That way they don't get muddy. I find it so much better to work in sections like this. And then I grabbed orange. Gotta get the orange. There we go. And then wait. Then we're going to grab the red, and I want you to notice that I'm using the tip of the brush for this. And the reason why is because I kind of placed it here first. And then I kind of just kept tapping it over, just to make sure you guys can see. And then I brought a little through here. Notice that I'm going to relax my eye and just kind of tap that to where it lifts the eye. This is cool. All right, so I don't know what kind of liner I want to do. Maybe I want to do, because I kind of did the blue yesterday and it was pretty, so maybe we just want to do that same blue. But what we want to do is we want to keep it really close to the lash line. So I'm just going to push it through there, and then I'll just grab this side and just kind of smoke it out. I'm not going to do the wing. Oh my gosh, I hear a gremlin coming my way. So I switched my brush. This one's a prototype, but you could still use the Mario E5. It's a very similar shape. And I'm just kind of bringing this blue liner right underneath the red. I thought that gave it a really cool shape, and I also thought it really kind of grounded these shadows. So So I'm just kind of pulling this back and forth. Get it nice and smoky. Okay, I don't know how, but this is probably one of my favorite eye looks. This is already turning out so cool. I'm waiting for my lashes to dry. I'm just gonna run through my foundation today because it's already 4 o'clock. So I'm gonna do it here, but I'm not gonna go into major detail. I say that and then we're gonna break it down completely. I use my Illamasqua Matte Veil Primer. And I'm just gonna take this one since it is matte. I'm just gonna go through the center, around my brows. Look, I'm already going into detail. I just can't help it. I can't help myself. And I'm using my Anissa eye treatment brush. I'm gonna pop these lashes on. These are the same ones that I used yesterday from Tati Lashes in the Style Hustler. So I'm using the same lash. Oh, I love it. So I did do something different yesterday and I loved it. I was in a hurry and I was just kind of hustling. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna wear concealer. So I put on my concealer and I used this one. This is the Urban Decay Stay Naked, and I put on quite a bit. And the reason why I put on so much yesterday is because I was just like, oh, I'll just wear this. Well, once I got it on, I was like, I wanted more coverage because that eye was so muddy yesterday that I was like, well, maybe if my skin looks, you know, picture perfect, I'll like the eye makeup. Well, I never did like that eye makeup. But what I did do was I blended this out, just kind of blended out normal. I'm sure I'm not onto something. I'm just telling you the products. I feel like this has been done many times. But I just kind of tap it in. Then I grabbed the KVD foundation and I kind of just went in a few spots. Kind of through here, definitely my cheeks, kind of the outer perimeter here. Notice how little I'm using of this. We have to remember that. I think I want a little extra there. And some there. And then we're just going to work this in with the Anissa Beauty Pinnacle Foundation brush. And then I kind of just grab that concealer and I just keep working it into the skin. I did this yesterday and I was really impressed with the way that it turned out. Just make sure you're taking your time and pressing that in. Alright, so now I'm going to grab my blender. This one's from Beauty Blender. I just grabbed this one. My other ones are dirty. And I'm going to do my Givenchy powder. Just kind of work that in. I'm going to use my Gucci bronzer because I'm feeling very spicy today. This is actually one of my favorite bronzers, and if you shop Sephora, they're about to have their sale, so if you want to try it, might as well pick it up on sale. So now I'm just going to grab this shade, a little bit, and we'll just kind of buff that under here. Now we're going to use a little bit of tassel. I just kind of layer this up a little bit. The brush is a prototype, but you could use the Mario E5 that we used. So then we'll do Anywhere Caffeine. This is the Artist Color Pencil from Makeup Forever. I feel like this one's turning into my new favorite. This one and Wherever Walnut. And then I'm going to do Coco K by Kylie. And lately I've just kind of been placing it there and then I'll tap it all through here, but you gotta work fast before it dries. But I do find that I use less when I do it this way. Alright guys, this is the finished look. I kind of want to add a little bit more orange. I'm not going to touch it. It's so pretty. It actually reminds me, I don't know who's this old, but do you remember on the VH boxes? I forget which one it was. Was it even Polaroid? It was one of the videotapes, and it was literally like this. I'm gonna have to go Google that. Honestly, I think I'm trying to find the brush. The tapping technique is where it's at. So we didn't add them all at once. What we did was we kind of tapped individually. And just so you know, I'm not sure if I showed it because Jean has been in my lap, and this is what I've been working with. So Jean has Sheila, and every time in between each color, I would just wipe it off. So this is just a towel. It's not microfiber. It's nothing fancy. I would just wipe it off in between colors. But I would say that this is beautiful, no muddiness, and honestly, it was easier than the other technique because that other one was a struggle bus to blend. That was not the one. It was so beautiful when she did it, and that's what I think is so lovely about artistry. We each have different techniques that work for us. So while her technique might work for some of you, my technique might work for some of you. So everybody has their chance to shine. Now I am off to go eat all of the sushis. I went to sushi. I'm so excited. I love you guys so much. I'll be saving this to my highlights as always, and I'm going to post a TikTok. And what else was I going to do? Oh, and in a little while, I'm going to post the Fenty Beauty, this one. It ran away. I'm still here. I'm going to post the wear test. I'm going to post the wear test for this one here on my page. I love you guys with all my heart, and we'll see you.